Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is KidLee. Now that WildStar has launched its free-to-play model, I thought it was time to jump back into the game and do some new class overview videos. This video is going to feature the Medic. Now you might say, wait a minute, Medic, is this going to be like a healing video? No, actually it's not. The Medic does indeed have a very good DPS selection as well, so we're going to take a look at what kind of build that I have for this character and just general gameplay along the way. I always like to do my classifications for these videos. So the character on screen is a human male medic settler, settler being the path that he has chosen. Another question you might ask is, so a medic class, exactly what kind of a weapon does a medic use? And I'll go ahead and pull them out here. These are called resonators, as we take a good look at them here. And I'm sure, as you can imagine, with this being an MMO, there's all kinds of variations and different looks. You can definitely use that to try and customize your character, but it's sort of like a beam technology, if you want to call it that. We'll go ahead and throw the interface on, and I will show you what I have set up for abilities on my medic DPS. Now, if you're not familiar with WildStar, WildStar uses what they call a limited action set. You can see down here at the bottom of the screen, it's basically 1 through 8 with my special ability on R. Lots of other MMOs out there, you'll see bars on the left side, the right side, down the middle, and you have like 30 or 40 abilities. WildStar doesn't have that. You simply are able to choose from about 8. And if we actually bring up the action set builder here, it's broken down into assault, support, and utility. And you can see under each category there is a number of abilities to choose from. So it comes down to just simply how do you want to build your characters. And once you actually have it built, you're able to put points into these different lines to make those abilities stronger, and those points are represented by these orange bars. But let's go ahead and take a look at the set that I have for our demonstration today. On number 1, we have got Discharge, and on the ground there you can see that blue telegraph that has gone out. So anything that is in the telegraph is what I'm going to get. So here is what Discharge looks like. I'll actually spin the camera around here for a second just so you can see what this looks like from the other angle. It's actually very, very cool. On number 2, we have got Gamma Rays. And actually, I should go back and say on Discharge, Discharge deals X amount of damage to 5 foes and grants 1 stack of power charge every X amount of seconds. The Medic has got 2 different stat pools, if you want to call it that. There's this bar here, which is focus. I have 1,000 focus. And then you see these 4 little blocks here. And those blocks are actuators. So some of the abilities use nothing, some of them use this focus bar, and some of them use the actuators. So on number 2, we've got Gamma Rays. This uses 2 actuators. It deals X amount of damage with the 3 beams, and each beam can hit 2 foes. And you can see the telegraph on this is 3 basic lines on the ground. Over on number 3, we've got Paralytic Surge, and you got sort of a diamond type telegraph here. X amount of damage, and it will stun 5 foes, and it also gets rid of that interrupt armor as well. Actually, sorry, I should go back and show you what number 2 actually looks like. So here is Gamma Rays. I'm getting ahead of myself. Gotta slow down. So there's Gamma Rays. It's a little bit of a charge ability. So here is Paralytic Surge. Bang, bang, boom. Finally, on number 4, and I actually might have to zoom out a little bit because this has got such a wide telegraph. Sort of a triangle or arrow type telegraph. This is Collider. Deal X amount of damage. And this is actually a 2 ability charge. So I'm able to hit it twice. There's Collider. On number 5, we've got Fisher. This is deal X amount of damage. This has got a little bit of a dot on it. So it deals X amount of technology damage for every 0.25 seconds. And applies an expose to 5 foes for 12 seconds. And expose increases the technology damage taken by 10%. So here is that ability. On number 6, we've got Atomized. Deal X amount of damage, and it'll build an actuator, and it's only usable after landing a multi-hit. So at the moment, I cannot show that to you. On N+, we have got Mending Probes, so it's the one heal that I've actually got on this particular bar. And you can see it right there, a little probe guy comes up. And this will affect myself and 4 allies that are within. If I zoom out even farther, you can see the much larger telegraph on that. And then sort of the brother of Mending Probes is Devastator Probes. It'll put a probe on the enemies and deal damage to them. So that's the setup that I'm going to use for this video. So let's go ahead and get into some combat and see what this looks like. I should also mention that the special ability for the medic is Energize. Landing a shield heal on yourself or an ally grants buffer for 15 seconds, which increases the shield mitigation by 25%. And it also does a couple other things, because yeah, it'll fill up my actuators. That's probably the big thing, especially for the non-healers. And then if above 30% in health, increase assault and support power by 14%. If below 30%, it also restores X amount of shield and increases shield mitigation to 100 percentile. Alright, demonstration number 1. We will start off with Discharge and Gamma Rays. So we've got some corrupted deer here. Trying to line up the best shot that I can. Oh. Just let them have it here. They're trying to get some casts off on me. And there we go. Really, Gamma Rays is the bread and butter of medic DPS. You want to try and any ability that can help you build actuators so that you can continue to use Gamma Rays is your main focus. Now let's go ahead and add in ability number 3, which is Paralytic Surge. So we'll add that in. So we now are going to do 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to wait for them to pull off a cast before we try and do our stun. Right there's our stun. Double the damage if I manage to catch one of them in a cast. You see their bars go purple. And they are all dead.
Triple kill.
Alright, for our next attack here, we're going to add in Collider and Fisher. Oh, there's actually a thing on the ground here. This is for our settler. I'll go ahead and grab that. Okay, deers. I'm going to pull you. I'm going to set you on fire. Get the stun out, and then here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Exploding into piles of meat and bone. That is what they do. The medics are unstoppable. Now let me find a creature here that's a little bit tougher. There was actually one over here. Let me go ahead and run over here real quick. A fight that's actually going to last a little bit longer. And then we'll go ahead and throw in the rest of our abilities, Atomize and Devastator Probes. There was a guy over here who had a couple of interrupt armor on him. Ah, here he is. The Slug Bug. So he's going to be a toughie. Here we go. Start out strong on him here. Burn through all the actuators. Yeah, he's doing the tongue spin. Let's get the probes out. Both healing and destruction probes. He's got 2 interrupt armor, so I cannot interrupt everything that he's got. Let's start on some colliders. Oh, he blinded me. This is something that the enemies can do. I popped him again. Let's get the dot going. We're full up on actuators. Boom. Boom. Boom, just keep popping him. Keep popping him. You can jump up and down all you want, Bugman. It's not gonna save you. I'm gonna actually roll through him here. Come back here. You and your tongue spin. You can see how long it's actually taking me to kill him here. Let's dodge roll out of the way. This guy is a tough one. Let's Collider up again. He's got my shields down, but luckily I'm able to keep myself up just enough in the health. Pop 5, pop 6. We're gonna end him with a Collider here. And he is one dead bug. Pop our heal probes as we locate the next target. We'll head back over this way. What do we have over here? Oh, they're just kind of sitting there. That's okay. Your buddy's not gonna come with you? I am okay with that. Ah, I can stun you. He didn't explode. Didn't hit him hard enough. I will try and do better. I will indeed. Hey, come back here. I gotta ask you some questions. Yes, you. Pop you that. Get the stun off. Collider him down. And the medic DPS is definitely a lot of fun. Most of the DPS classes in this are a lot of fun. It's just definitely a more high action based type of combat compared to a lot of the standard MMOs out there. A lot more movement based. There's a lot of really interesting mechanics in this game, like you saw the blind a little earlier. Sometimes the blind will last longer. Sometimes the enemies are actually able to strip your weapons out of your hand and you have to run over and pick them up. Being able to actually double jump and dodge roll like that really sets this game apart. Oh, this is another tough guy. Oh, see, he actually knocked me there. He knocked me down, and I had to basically dodge roll to knock myself out of that situation. It's called breakout gameplay is the terminology that they use for that. Let's get more probes going. We dodge out here. And if you do play WildStar, I highly, highly recommend a gaming mouse. I don't know how I could possibly play this game without one. This guy is getting me real low. Let's actually charge up here, use my special ability, and end him before he can get any more shots off. You can see how I was glowing yellow there. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is a look at the medic DPS. Definitely a lot of fun indeed in this corrupted land. And look at that thing way over there. That's a big monster. Might have to go mess with him later. But if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thank you all so much for watching. And with that being said, everybody keep playing and have fun.